What's going on, guys? It's Alexa back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about how much I personally pay a month for my 2010 Camaro SS. Now, of course, this is going to be just an informational video in case you guys are interested in possibly buying a Camaro. It could be a 5th gen like this one, could be a 6th gen, could be the newest gen. I don't know if that's still called a 6th gen, 6.5. I don't know. I'm talking about like the 2019, 2020 model, 2021, stuff like that. In general, if you're interested in buying a Camaro, these I guess these tidbits could apply to you. So I just wanted to let you guys know how much on average I'm paying a month for this car. I'm coming up on 3 years of ownership in September of this Camaro. Of course, I couldn't be happier with it, so no major complaints from me here. I love it. I'm still happy to drive it every single day. I just drove it home from work, and you know, I'm really enjoying it. So if you guys want to be just as happy driving your daily driver and have it be a Camaro SS, this is what you should expect. So before I get into the video, let me go over the car and a few things that I might have done to it. So we're starting off at the rear. I wanted to start off at this angle because if I did my intro facing the other way, you guys would be in the sun. But as you guys can see, I added a Z01 wicker bill spoiler. That should be my most recent mod. Tinted the tail lights. I have a modified exhaust. You guys will hear that in just a second. It came with these factory stripes. Added this. Painted my Brembo brake calipers as well. Added these gills. We have these fender stripes that I added. Those might be getting changed up very shortly. I added this front splitter right here, and I think it looks great. Makes the front look a little more aggressive. But yeah. This is the 5th gen. I also have a cold air intake. And the exhaust that I have is 3 different parts actually. I have RST high flow cats, I have Borla Attack axle back exhaust, and I also have an X pipe in place of my resonator. So if you guys would like to hear how that sounds, I will go ahead and show you on a quick warm start. Love it. So since it is currently 96 degrees out here, I'm not going to stand out here and talk about this car. So we're going to go on the inside with the AC on. So let's go ahead and talk about how much I pay for this Camaro. Alright guys, so here we are inside of the Camaro. So of course, one of my most favorite places to be. We do have leather seats in this model. I believe that does come with the 2SS. So of course you can also get cloth seats as well, but this model did come with the leather. We do have heated seats, not cool, but like I said, this car is technically 10 years old, so they were just starting to get more of the heated and cool features inside of the seats. But right now I have 54,000 miles on it. I did not buy this brand new. I bought this Camaro with roughly 19,000 miles on it. So that could also kind of explain some of my price points that I'm going to mention to you in just a second. So let's just say in general, a lot of these numbers are going to be ballparks. So that way you guys can kind of gauge, this is roughly what you could be expecting. Like I said, everyone's situation is going to be different, case by case basis, depends a lot on car insurance, depends a lot on your credit score, driving history, a lot of that stuff. So like I said, I'm going to give you a ballpark of what I'm paying. So a lot of factors go into this. I will start off with, in general, my car note monthly for this 2010 Camaro with 54,000 miles on it currently is around $370. So don't mind me, I'm looking off of my notepad. Like I said, I bought the car in 2017. So at the time, it was 7 years old, and it only had about 19,000 miles. The previous owner took really, really good care of this car. He honestly only took it out to like car shows and stuff, and he really just didn't do a whole lot of driving with it. So it only had that one previous owner, so I'm grateful for that as well, and I'm so grateful that he took really good care of this car. That factored into the value as well. It was in great condition with really low miles, and for it to be 7 years old, you know, that was kind of rare. Came with this color, came with the stripes on it, not the fender stripes, but the regular stripes on it. What I bought the car for, at the time, I bought it from a Chevy dealership, and at the time I bought it for around $24,000. that does include the warranty that I got on it. So warranty added about, I don't know, maybe an extra $2,000 to the price. So I guess if you take away that warranty, if you want to be reckless and not get a warranty on a car that only has 19,000 miles on it, then yeah, I paid roughly $22. But I wanted a warranty. I wanted to make sure that this car was taken care of just in case. I'm happy that I did get it because it did come in handy just for one minor thing, but it was taken care of, so I'm happy about that. So of course, something that comes into the price, they do of course look at your credit score. My credit score has always been pretty good, always above 700, and I plan to keep it that way. I only wanted to get higher. And like I said, that really does affect the price and your interest rate that you could get with purchasing a vehicle. Your down payment also weighs a lot on your monthly payment, because the more you put down, obviously, the less you have to pay per month. My down payment was roughly $2,000, I want to say. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I want to say it was right around that ballpark. So that helped kind of knock down my monthly payments a little bit by putting down that little bit. Well, I'm not gonna say a little bit. That could be a little to some people, it could be a lot to some people, so that's relative. But down payment definitely helps knock down your monthly payments. So just remember that too. Your credit score, like I said, affects your interest rate. It seemed like at the beginning, I was looking at my monthly statements that go all the way back to when I bought it, and my interest rate at first, it seemed like they were taking out more than what I was expecting at first. Like they were taking out roughly $80 from that $370 something that I was paying towards the car, and that $80 was going towards interest. And when you keep doing that every month, it adds up. So I was, I looked at my bill recently and I was like, how do I still have this much to pay on the car? And I was looking at my interest and I was like, oh, that's why. My payments are on automatically, so they just come out every certain day of the month. Of course, I just make sure that the money's there, payments come out, and I don't have to worry about it. So I don't check it very often, but I was like, you know what? Let me double check on this interest rate. And as I noticed, over the years, the interest rate has been falling. So I would assume that means my credit score is rising, because now it seems like they're taking out close to $50 a month in interest. I can't remember what that APR percentage rate is. So I'm not going to say a number to throw you off. I know a lot of auto loans like to start with around maybe 5% APR. So all depends on a lot of things, obviously. So it's good to see that the interest rate is coming down, because obviously that's going to take even longer to pay the car off. And I am on the 5-year payment plan when I signed up for my monthly payment. So I do plan to have this car paid off in about 5 years. Sooner if I can do it. We're gonna have to see. Now, of course, a lot of people worry about the payment for car insurance, because that does become a factor in what you have to consider as far as what you're paying a month in total for this car, not just the monthly payment. So insurance, a lot of people are worried that it could be really high. Your insurance obviously is determined by your driving record as well. Knock on wood, I have a squeaky clean driving record. Only been pulled over one time, and that's because I forgot to turn my high beams off. So knock on wood, keep that driving record clean. I am 29 years old, and I am a female. So those two factors, age, they do a lower insurance when you reach a certain age, and typically females do have a little bit cheaper of insurance because we're less of a risk, when it comes to that. So that's all here or there. I've seen plenty of females that take risks, and there are plenty of males that don't take risks. So of course, but that's just the trend they see. They also sometimes will give higher insurance rates to the color of the car. So red cars actually will tend to get higher insurance. I'm not sure if this qualified, because this is like a dark cherry red, and I'm not sure they're talking about like the bright tomato fire engine red cars, because that could incite speed or something like that. I'm like, the color of a car, in my opinion, shouldn't matter. If people are going to speed, they're going to speed, regardless if their car is glitter. Like, people are going to speed regardless. So So yeah, my insurance per month is less than $75. So like I said, that's my case. Older female, close to 30, squeaky clean driving record. So that could be why my insurance is so cheap. I'm not sure what your auto insurance is normally, but usually for sports cars, insurance is a little more expensive. Since this is the SS model, it does have a V8 engine in it. Obviously, you guys could hear. And from the factory, this particular Camaro does make 400 crank horsepower. To the wheel, you're thinking about between maybe 320 and 330. This Camaro does have a tune, but obviously that doesn't have anything to do with how much I pay for it. It is tuned, and now I'm making around 460 crank horsepower and around 381 inch to the wheel. So it got enough of a boost, and I enjoy it. We'll see what mods I end up doing in the future, but it's at a good speed for me right now. So, and it sounds great. So with sports cars, they tend to raise your insurance because that's a higher risk. So if you're like 16 to 21 years old and you're thinking about getting a Camaro SS, and especially if you're a guy and your driving record doesn't look good, I would wait, honestly. Like I would really wait. I know it's what you really want. It would get you the wow factor, but if you can afford it, sure. But personally, I would wait, because that extra money that you could be spending in insurance, you could use that towards maybe a down payment on the car that you really want in the future. So that's just my opinion. You can do what you want. You know your finances better than I do, so you make that decision. So yeah, ever since I've had the car, there have been no major issues with it. The only two things that happened since I've had it, I had a leak in a coolant reservoir near the engine, and I noticed, my friend noticed it when we were when we were adding the high flow cats right around a year ago today. This is now in mid-July, obviously explains the heat. We noticed a leak, and it wasn't like dripping, but there was an area on the reservoir that was wet, and we knew it shouldn't be. So I took it to the dealership, they looked at it, checked my warranty, and they got it fixed for me, no problem. So I was happy about that. And when I got the car tuned, I had to replace the fuel pump control module, because I guess with the computer chip altered, and with more power being put to the engine, more power is being, I guess more fuel is being added to increase the horsepower, so the fuel pump control module wasn't prepared to handle it. So they replaced that. I did have to pay for that, but it was replaced. Not terribly expensive, but either way, the car's running fine. Haven't had any issues since, knock on wood. So other than that, and I feel like that might not have been an issue if I didn't tune the car, but I won't know. It could have crapped out like a few thousand miles later, who knows. So either way, the fuel pump control module's new. I got that reservoir replaced, and other than that, I haven't really had any issues. So keep my fingers crossed. I'm really enjoying this car. You can look at some of my previous videos to see, you know, how I drive it, and some people are probably like, oh, she probably doesn't need to get on it. And it's like, I do occasionally, but like I said, that brings into play my clean driving record. I'm not a giant risk taker, but I know when and how to have fun with this car. So just be smart about it with any sports car that you're going to get, because I hate to use this line, with great power comes great responsibility. It does. If you are faster than some of these other, you know, typical cars out on the road, be careful, because some cars may not be ready for you when you're speeding by them, or, you know, you just have to be really careful. So always look twice, always think twice. You know, I'm not gonna go over the rules of the road for you, but a lot of these things factor into adding up to your monthly payment for your sports car. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be a Camaro. It could be a Mustang or a Challenger or a Corvette, whatever. That's all American stuff. You could definitely get something foreign or exotic or whatever. Whatever's your taste. So yeah, just want to let you guys know that's roughly what I pay. $370-ish a month. We're paying about less than $75 in car insurance a month for this car. And I told you what I bought it for. I did get the warranty. I'm happy I did. and you know, it's not too bad. Do I wish the payments were lower? Absolutely, but we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna try my best to work on getting that down and work on getting this car paid off as fast as I can. I don't have any plans on selling this car anytime soon. I love it. Don't want to get rid of it. I pay a lot less for that Jeep that's sitting back there. And, you know, when it comes to like, I have two really nice working vehicles, and when it's always like, well, if you had to get rid of one, which one would it be? It's always the Jeep, no question, because I love this car. I do love that Jeep, but this car is special to me, even though I'm paying almost double for this car a month compared to that Jeep. But if you guys want me to do a video on how much I pay a month for my 2011 Jeep Wrangler, please let me know in the comments. And I really hope this video helped give you guys some perspective on what you could be paying a month for a Camaro or any sports car or anything like that. Yeah, when I bought it, like I said, that was 3 years ago. So I don't know how much things have changed, but a lot of it depends on your personal situation. So I really hope that helped, and good luck with any future purchases that you have. Make sure you weigh all of your options and think in the future financially what would be the most beneficial. So I know it's easier said than done when you have your eyes and your heart set on a car and you just can't look away from it, but just try to be as forward thinking as possible. So finances are really important. Credit score is really important. Keeping a clean driving record is also really important too. So yeah, good luck to you guys. I really hope this video helped. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that like button. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying my content. If you don't know what content I make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can check out all the videos that I've made previously, and you guys can kind of get an idea about who I am, what I'm like, how I drive, some of my vehicles, why I chose these vehicles, some of the friends I hang with, all kinds of stuff. And I have plenty of old car reviews that you guys can check out too. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And of course, leave me any comments below if you guys think there's something I may have left out when it comes to factoring in monthly costs of a car. You know, I know I didn't list everything, but I just tried to list what played into the factor of my monthly payment personally. So yeah, if you have any tidbits, please leave those in the comments below. If you just want to say hi, leave that in the comments section below too. But once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. Continue to stay safe out there, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.